Sita was brought by the police to Mr. Sivasankar's house 4 days later. Fellows like Sita, as per Mr. Sivasankar, having been in jail, became fearless. Who recovered Leela's gold chain and from where? In R.K. Narayan's short story, Leela's friend, Leela's mother recovered Leela's gold chain from the tamarind pot in the kitchen. What appeal did the inspector make before Sita? The appeal which the inspector made before Sita was that Sita has been in jail half a dozen times for stealing jewelry from children. What order Mr. Sivasankar passed after the recovery of Leela's gold chain? After the recovery of Leela's gold chain, Mr. Sivasankar passed an order that in any case they could not have kept a criminal like Siddha in the house. Leela wished Siddha's companion in all her waking hours. When was Siddha brought to Mr. Sivasankar's house? 4 days later, just as Leela's father was coming home from the office, Siddha was brought to Mr. Sivasankar's house. What question was asked by Leela when her father returned home from office? In the story Leela's friend, when Leela's father returned home from office, Leela's question was that where Siddha was. Where was Mr. Sivasankar standing when Siddha was hanging about the gate? When Siddha was hanging about the gate, Mr. Sivasankar was standing in the front veranda of his house. Leela held the class for Siddha at dusk. Siddha's former employer, who was a doctor, had his house near the market. Who is referred to as criminal in Leela's friend? In Leela's friend, Siddha is referred to as criminal. Have you done it? Which action is referred to as eat? Here eat is referred to climbing in a coconut tree to touch the sky. Siddha previously worked in a doctor's house. Mr. Sivasankar's first impression of Siddha was that Siddha was not a bad sort. What was Siddha given in return for the work he did? In return for the work he had done, he was given 2 meals a day and 4 rupees a month. How many letters of the alphabet were learned by Leela? 2 or 3 letters of the alphabet were learned by Leela. Why did Leela's mother go back to the kitchen for a moment while talking to Siddha? While talking to Siddha, Leela's mother went back to the kitchen because she had left something in the oven. When Siddha was hanging about the gate, Mr. Sivasankar was standing in the veranda. After dinner, Leela ran to her bed. What did Siddha reply when Mr. Sivasankar asked him where he walked before? When Mr. Sivasankar asked him where Siddha walked before, Siddha replied that he walked in a bungalow of a doctor near the market. When did Siddha have to be ready with her story? When Leela completed her dinner and ran to her bed, then Siddha had to be ready with the story. How did Siddha look at Leela before leaving for the police station? Before leaving for the police station, Siddha looked at Leela mutely like an animal. Siddha's salary was 2 meals a day and 4 rupees a month. Leela keenly examined the ball for traces of the moon. The answer is traces. What type of stories did Siddha tell Leela? Siddha told Leela incomparable stories like animals in the jungle, gods in the heaven, and the magicians who could conjure up golden castles and fill them with little princesses and their pets. Why did Mr. Sivasankar first meet Siddha? Mr. Sivasankar first met Siddha in the front veranda of his house. What picture could Leela draw? Leela could draw a kind of cat and crow. Leela lost her gold chain. Why did Siddha leave the old master's house? Siddha left the old master's house because his master left the town. Who asked Siddha to throw the ball into the sky? Leela asked Siddha to throw the ball into the sky. I think he is angry with us. Who was angry with whom? In R.K. Narayan's short story, Leela's friend, according to Leela, Siddha was angry with the family. Siddha was given 2 meals a day and 4 rupees a month. To throw the ball, Siddha closed his eyes. Siddha looked mutely at Leela. Mr. Sivasankar said that Siddha had been in jail half a dozen times. Where was Leela's chain ultimately found? Leela's chain was ultimately found in a tamarind pot in the kitchen by her mother. When did Leela with Siddha hold her class? At dusk, Leela with Siddha held her class. What was Siddha's talk reply to the answer of Mr. Sivasankar's question? Why did they send you away? Siddha's talk reply to the answer of Mr. Sivasankar's question, why did they send you away, was that his previous master left the town. Leela replied haughtily. Here, haughtily means arrogantly. Why was Leela's mother thankful to God? Leela's mother was thankful to God because Siddha had not killed the child for the chain. What did Leela's father say about the discovery of the lost chain? About the discovery of the lost chain, Leela's father said that the child must not have any chain thereafter, and also asked Leela's mother if he had not told her that he had seen her carrying it in her hand once or twice. What did Leela's mother notice when Leela came back home? When Leela came back home, Leela's mother noticed that a gold chain Leela had been wearing was missing. Siddha had been in jail for 6 times. A few days later, Leela's mother put her hand into the tamarind pot in the kitchen. Who was Leela? Leela was the main character in the story, Leela's friend, and the 5-year-old daughter of Mr. Sivasankar. Why was it impossible for Leela's mother to tell her a story in Siddha's absence? It was impossible for Leela's mother to tell her a story in Siddha's absence because her mind was disturbed. The thought of Siddha made her panicky. What did Leela and her mother find about Siddha when they returned from the kitchen? When Leela and her mother returned from the kitchen, they could not find Siddha in the home. Siddha had vanished into the night.